Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to previews for Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester could become more worried about Thomas Forrester's proposal and the likelihood that he'll persuade Hope Logan to get married. Even if Hope were to put the ring on her finger, Steffy is unlikely to think Hope is ready to devote herself fully to Thomas. Steffy could worry that Hope would abandon Thomas at the altar, leaving him heartbroken. Naturally, Steffy could be worried about what would happen if Thomas manages to convince Hope to wed him. Steffy may worry that if Hope exchanges marriage vows with Thomas and then deserts him, things would get even worse because Thomas has a history of being infatuated with Hope. Steffy could think that Hope will ultimately file for divorce from Thomas and that this entire marital thing is doomed to fail. This would prompt Steffy to look for another person who opposes Thomas and Hope's marriage, someone she might believe has the ability to influence Hope. Steffy may set up a covert meeting to discuss Hope's romantic life with Liam Spencer at work or at another secluded location. Maybe Steffy will tell Liam to halt this, saying that they can't allow Thomas and Hope to be married. Even when Liam claims Hope isn't listening to him, Steffy could still believe his former wife would consider what he has to say. Perhaps Steffy might even consider the possibility of Liam and Hope getting back together and making the universe right. Liam may seem to Steffy to be the only person capable of separating Hope from Thomas. Steffy might believe they can mend what's broken if Liam can concentrate on the joyful bond he once had with Hope. Of course, this would be a perfect chance to rekindle Liam's unresolved feelings for Steffy. Although he has been honoring his ex-girlfriend's request to back off, this might be a turning moment for Liam, leading him to tell Steffy that she is the only one he really wants. Liam could even give Steffy another kiss and something more to conceal from John Finnegan as a result. Still, there's a chance Steffy and Liam may meet in private to discuss Hope and Thomas's prospective marriage. Keep checking back with us for updates on any news on Liam and Steffy's temptation, as it has the potential to cause serious problems for B&B. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy will continue to be cautious about Hope and Thomas' romance, which might lead to a lot more turmoil. Bold and the Beautiful teasers suggest that as naysayers like Brooke Logan try to tear Hope Logan and Thomas Forrester apart, the more difficult it will be for them to stay together. It's clear that Hope's rebellious side comes out anytime someone like Brooke tries to sever her relationship with Thomas. Hope and Thomas have a great chance of making it to the altar since Hope is determined to make her own decisions. Xander Avant, however, isn't giving up on Thomas for the damage he did to Emma Barber. Xander still considers Thomas responsible for Emma's death, believing that Hope shouldn't be with someone who has done such horrible things. Hope believes Thomas has turned his life around, but Xander doesn't think Thomas has truly given up his wicked ways. Given that, Xander could ultimately begin to spoil marriages. Before the wedding, Xander would definitely cause more difficulty, but he would also provide plenty of drama for Thomas and Hope's actual nuptials. Will Xander cause a riot by interfering with the ceremony? Many B&B weddings have serious issues. Maybe Xander will make one more effort to stop Hope from getting married to this person he thinks is a monster. Perhaps Xander can make a great show out of shouting accusations at the other guests. If Hope gave up, would she still marry Thomas? Thomas had already told Hope the truth about what had transpired that night. Could Xander say anything to persuade her otherwise? B&B might take a more unexpected turn if Xander loses control during the ceremony and possibly does something to physically harm Thomas. If Xander becomes obsessed with the idea of getting justice for Emma, he could be willing to go that far. Xander could even convince himself that the world would be a better place if Thomas and his menace were eliminated. No matter how this all plays out, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Xander will ultimately change his mind and tell the awful news to Thomas. Spoilers for Wednesday, February 7's episode of Bold and the Beautiful indicate that RJ Forrester and Zend Forrester Dominguez will keep their amicable relationship going for Eric Forrester's sake. After a brief lull in the hostilities on Wednesday's B&B show, RJ and Zend will build on it and decide that Eric is more important than their ongoing disagreements. Eric is ready to rejoice with some of his closest friends and family since he has been given another chance at life. Although RG and Zend have decided to put their differences aside and concentrate on that, their rivalry may resurface in the not-too-distant future. As his loved ones arrive for the celebration he has planned, Eric will be ecstatic in the interim. Following an impassioned speech, Eric will do a risky action that will make Donna very happy. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Donna Logan will be shocked when Eric proposes to her again with a passionate proposal. Although Eric is playing for keeps this time, he hopes that Donna's walk down the aisle with him will be her last. Donna would gladly accept Eric's proposal of marriage since he will reassure her that she is the right man for him and ask her to live out the rest of her days by his side. Eric will wish to wed Donna right away since they will already have all the necessary key guests present, as opposed to having a protracted engagement. Prior to the celebration, Eric reportedly had secret conversations with Carter Walton and Ridge Forrester. It appears that he was quickly preparing for a marriage proposal and wedding. When Donna learns how quickly everything is happening, she might feel a little overwhelmed, but she won't hesitate to commit to Eric and their long-term relationship. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, February 7, reveal that Zend Forrester Dominguez and RJ Forrester will continue getting along for Eric Forrester's sake. RJ and Zend already had a little break in the tension on Wednesday's B&B episode, so they'll build on that and agree that Eric is more important than any conflict they've been having. Eric has a second chance at life, so he's ready to celebrate with some of his nearest and dearest. RJ and Zend will choose to focus on that and leave any hostility out of this party, but their feud could come roaring back in the not-too-distant future. In the meantime, Eric will be on cloud nine as his loved ones gather for the bash that he's thrown together. After Eric makes an emotional speech, he'll make a bold move that's sure to leave Donna delighted. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Eric will surprise Donna Logan with a romantic marriage proposal, so she'll be blown away when Eric asks her to marry him again. This won't be Donna's first trip down the aisle with Eric, but he'll certainly hope it'll be her last since he's playing for keeps this time. Eric will assure Donna that she's the woman for him and ask her to spend the rest of her life by his side, so Donna will happily accept his offer of marriage. Instead of a long, drawn-out engagement, Eric will want to marry Donna on the spot since they'll already have all the important guests they need in attendance. Eric spoke to Carter Walton and Ridge Forrester in private ahead of the shindig, so it seems he was making some fast proposal and wedding preparations. Donna may be a bit overwhelmed when she realizes how fast all this is happening, but she won't have any reservations when it comes to committing to Eric and their long-term future as a couple. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Donna and Eric will plan to get hitched ASAP, so stay tuned for updates on the engagement news and the quickie wedding that will follow. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Donna and Eric intend to tie the knot as soon as possible. Therefore, keep checking back for news on their engagement and impending hasty wedding. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.